Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today I got stuff to show you. I made something, but it's not crochet related. I have Happy Mail, which is kind of related to what I made. Well, me and Mr. Cinnamon made something together. We did a little bit of artsy craftsy last night. It was kind of fun. Alright, so this is Happy Mail right here. Went to the P.O. box yesterday and there was 3 packages there. And so this bag is actually for Juju. Janet sent stuff for me and both the kids. And so in here is some beading supplies, which I think Juju is going to have a lot of fun with. And some cool little stuff in here. I will let her go through it. But totally on behalf of both of my kids, thank you very much. Because there was stuff in there for both of them. Okay, and then she sent these cool things. L is for my son. Heart is for love. These light up. None of them have batteries because I don't have any batteries in the house. J, R for my name. Although, is that meant for my last name? Because it could also be for RJ, but I mean, it would look cool in his studio. And I already gave, there was one for Juju too, so I put that one in there for her. Let's see. These are for Jennifer or whoever might want them, but little man might have fun opening these. And it's a bunch of Stitch mystery boxes. So, it says Series 1, collect them all, and there's the one that's he's already open, and he has a stand, and it's a puzzle piece so you can connect them together, and then there's 4 more mystery boxes. Oh, there's 5 mystery boxes. I think I'm actually going to open those because I really like opening mystery bags. Okay, and then this is from someone else entirely. And she put notes on everything, which I really, really appreciated. She said, I was at Downtown Disney, which is in California, and I saw this bag. I had to try, or I had to buy it for you, a Forever Halloween bag. And I actually have several, I collect bags, and I know that that is not news to some of you because I have 800 project bags, but when we go to Disney, especially around a holiday, I really like getting one of their totes. They're like limited time totes just for the holidays. And I don't have any from Disneyland because I've only been to Disneyland one time. And that was when my 20-year-old daughter was 1.5. It was the last time I went. The first and the last. And so this is a Disneyland bag. Their tote bags are really nice, like heavy duty canvas. And they're really like well made and they last forever. And it's got a magic ball here, like a crystal ball, and it's embroidered on, but the rest is like a real nice paint, and the Disneyland is embroidered. Nice big open bag, and there's usually a pocket. Yep, there's a zippered pocket in here on the back. These make really good project bags, or I'm going out of the house day for the day bags, or a diaper bag, because I've used it for all of those. Reusable Halloween bag. I love these. And it's got the witch hats on it. It's the witchy vibe. I also have a lot of these hanging around. I use these for storage. I use these to hold finished objects in until I figure out what I'm going to do with them. So there's like a lot of bags around my house like this. There's one over here, as a matter of fact, that has finished objects in it. And then I eventually go through them and decide, is this a donate? Is this a gift type situation? But I also store yarn in these. Like if I get a big shipment, like I have a big giant Premier Yarns bag right here. And when I open that, I don't want to keep the mailer, so I'll put it in here while I'm using it. Happy Halloween! So like I said, this is all from Janet in California. Oh, I cannot forget about these. She sent me 2 books. I kind of showed a preview yesterday. It said, hi Jen, I love these 2 books. I wanted to add them to your library. Enjoy, Janet in California. My favorite character is Pinch on page 31. I'm gonna keep your little notes inside the book because I also really like that she wrote in the book. My mom used to do this, and so I still have a handful of books that have my mom's writing in it with little messages or notes in it. And so Pinch is on page 31. He's a cute little ogre, I believe. Oh, he's a goblin. He's a goblin. So this is the Dragons and Unicorn and Dragons and More fantasy books by Meteor Books. And I have seen these on a ton of different channels. And the patterns are so stinking cute. Like that dragon right there is adorable. I am really drawn to the humanoid looking people in here. They're very Lord of the Rings to me, and I love the Lord of the Rings series. I know I'm a nerd, but I'll show you a couple of the examples. There's like several in here. Oh, there's a purple haired mermaid. No way. Her name's Emily. Look at her. Oh, I want to make her. I've never made a mermaid. I really want to. Alright, there is Nessie the Loch Ness Monster. This one is given Galadriel vibes to me. She's definitely an elfin queen or something. Like her name is Lily the Water Nymph, but she's given like Galadriel, which is actually an elf who lived in the forest, but there's something about her. She also has reminded me of the, oh, what is her name? From Fraggle Rock. The Moonchild hippie Fraggle Rock that was kind of older than the rest of them. She's given that vibe because of her body shape. I think she's beautiful. Cargo the Mushroom Fairy. That's my daughter. Her hair would have to be bright red because that is my daughter all day long. She's so cute. And don't get me wrong, the unicorns and the dragons, like Drake, is so stinking cute. I don't know that I could do this pattern justice because it looks like there's a lot of detail work in there. And I'm really good at simple amigurumi, but I'm not so good at like a lot of fine detail yet. I say yet. So there's book number 1. Oh, anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to keep your notes in there because that is special to me. And I know that's weird, but that's special to me, and I want to always remember. And a lot of times I will get Happy Mail and I'm like, I know I got that in Happy Mail and I cannot for the life of me remember who sent that to me. And not everything you can write on. And so I really like, I appreciate the effort of writing in the book. And this one says, this book is a character, has a character that you have mentioned before that you like. She is very, I don't have my glasses on, I'm really struggling to see today. This is book number 2 of the series. Rainbow Bright. I kind of want to make her too. Alright, and then she also wrote in this one, to Jen for your library, Janet, in California, and she also marked Medusa, which I love. And I do want to make a Medusa. Is anybody else watching the Wednesday series on Netflix? It's about Wednesday Addams. My whole family is hooked on it. Me and Mr. Cinnamon have been watching the entire series together, which we don't watch a lot of the same TV. Like, we have very different interests when it comes to TV, so it's cool that we have a series that we're both watching. There is a character named Ajax. I think that's his name. He is a Medusa creature, so he has the snakes under his beanie. So when he takes his beanie off, like the snakes come out and he turns people to stone. I love the series Wednesday. I hope it doesn't ever end. Once again, though, I'm in love with the humanoid characters in here. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her. I just love her. I think if I were to make any of the humanoids, though, I would add a couple of extra stitches around them to make them fat, because representation is everything. Like, I just want to feel represented, and I think everybody wants to feel represented. So I think she would be so cute as a plus size doll. And of course, Medusa. Medusa's looking a little thick, so I don't think I'd have to do a lot to her. She is so cool. Oh, she's cool. I want to make a bunch of different Medusas. I've always been fascinated with Medusas since I was a little girl, and I don't know why. Oh, they have Jack the Merman. He's cute. He reminds me of my godson when my godson was little. My godson had a tow head. He was like, his hair was almost white. And that reminds me of my godson. My favorite thing in the whole world was giving him a bath because he was kind of chunky when he was a little boy. And I just like squishing him. I like squishing him. I know that sounds weird. I like giving him a bath, and I would wrap him up in a towel because I watched him frequently. I wanted to spend as much time with my godson as I could. And I'd give him a bath, and I would wrap him in his towel, and I would just pick him up and I would squish him. And then we have Poppy. She's really cute. Again, I would probably make her a little plus sized. A little bit plus size. She's really cute though. I love this one. Madre Monte. Madre Monte. Isn't he cute? At least I think it's a he. It's giving boy vibes. It's probably a girl, but like it's giving boy vibes. Yeah, it says the mother of the forest and mountains. He's giving boy vibes. That's a boy. If I was to make him, I would make him a boy. Says she has a solid position in Colombian mythology, and she uses her influence to campaign for the protection of the forest and animals living in them. After a long day and countless interviews on the subject, she likes to unwind in the mountains. The silence there always calms her. I kind of love, I just feel like it's giving boy vibes. It's probably the horns. I think it's probably the horns. They're really branches, but I just love that doll so much. And then Yeti Jr. How cute are these? So I have a list as long as my arm and my leg put together. Aww. Of things I want to make. Look at the little baby. It's Devin and Devin. So they're twins, I'm guessing. So cute. Do they have a picture of them side by side? Because that's what I would like to see. Yes, look at the babies. Just little babies. They're so cute. That's okay, so those are also from Janet. And then this bag was in there because I needed more project bags. I'm not complaining. I love project bags. I'll have 8,000 project bags. It says beach life is a good life. And it's got Stitch on it. And there's also a matching mug. So cool. It says main character energy, and if that ain't the truth, that ain't the truth. Now I'm going to tell you, coffee and tea is probably not going to go in this cup because it's giant. Like, it's huge. What is probably going to go in here is Dr. Pepper. That's going to be my Dr. Pepper cup. Alright, is there anything else in here that I have missed? Yes. Another big giant bag. That's going to house yarn. It's going to house yarn. It's going to house yarn. And there were lots more notes. It says another box of goodies, something for everyone. I hope you all enjoy it, because there was 2 boxes. I fell in love with this card and had to send it to you without writing in it for you and Mr. Cinnamon. I have to make sure that I read everything, because I think that I did, because I opened all this in the car. Yep, I read that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. So the back says The Spark 2019 Shell Dominion, and it is a blank card, but I really would like to put this on my wall because I really, really love that. So I'm going to put that up there. And then she sent me this beautiful card. And it says, do you know what a beautiful difference you make? Just want you to know that it's true. And just as you give from your generous heart, my heart is grateful for you. Thank you, Janet. And then I think that was it for that box. Loved everything. Thank you so much. Now this other box came with goodies in it for all of us. Well, for me and Juju too, I believe. So this is from, it says RE in North Carolina. All right, now this is going to tie into what me and Mr. Cinnamon made last night. So keep that in mind. So there's a little heart. I'm gonna, this would normally be like a jewelry holder. This is gonna be for stitch markers. And it's got a cassette tape and a record in there. And these are made out of resin. So, super cool. And then there is a pumpkin one, which is gonna go on my mantle because I love this. This is so cute. And it's really glittery and sparkly. Isn't that adorable? And then there is a yarn ball. A paperweight yarn ball, if you will. Whoop. There is a strawberry trinket container, which is going to go to Juju because she loves, loves, loves strawberries. And I really like the color on here. Isn't that cool? Whoop! I almost dropped it. And the top has green glitter and then red glitter here. So I'm going to give this one to Juju because she will love that. And this one is mine. This one, I'm keeping this one. It's a cauldron. And I saw this cauldron, this exact cauldron. I follow a lot of people who make resin stuff, and I'm really fascinated with the whole process. My favorite YouTuber for resin stuff is Ben, and I like his Ben Works Maker channel because he's on there with his wife Nicole, and I love them so much. A lot of times, you guys know I don't sleep very well. I will, a lot of times when I go upstairs and I'm ready for bed in the evening, I turn on Ben Works Maker channel and I just let it play all night until like YouTube shuts off, because they make me feel happy, they make me smile because they're funny, they're entertaining, they are really, really cute together. So I feel relaxed when I'm watching them. And so it helps me to sleep, and their channel doesn't have weird loud noises. Like I used to watch some channels and randomly a live will come on from their channel and it will be so loud. And I've never had that happen with Ben Works or Ben Works Maker channel, and which is their vlog. I think it's Ben Works Vlogs, but it's their Maker channel. I've never had them startle me awake with a weird noise coming out of their videos. And like I said, they just make me happy to watch them. And I'm really fascinated with the whole process of resin. I don't know that I have the patience. I also have skin conditions like his wife Nicole does. And I have to be really careful when I touch certain chemicals or like I'm around certain chemicals, because you guys know I'm going to break out. I'm going to have an allergic reaction like bad on my hands specifically. And so, speaking of which, I totally was playing with resin last night and I got it on my hands, and I'm really hoping we don't have a reaction because I didn't have gloves, but so anyway, this is the cauldron. It's got the bubbles and the stirring wand in it, and it's got all these cool colors in there. It's got a little skull on there. It's got the pentagram. I just think this is so cool. Anyway, one of the makers videos, they were actually making these. It was a girl, and she was talking about different techniques she used. She made 3 of them, and I have no idea what her channel name is, but because I would totally tell you about her. She made 3 of these, and they were all completely different techniques on how she poured the resin or did the coloring. And yeah, I would really like to make these, but I'm so glad that I have one and I don't have to buy the supplies to make them. And these were filled with charms and all kinds of goodies in here. which I am going to pass along to my jewelry making daughter and ask her to make me some very cute stuff out of these charms. They did spill out in shipping, but that doesn't surprise me, because I have watched the mail carriers literally throw packages to each other. And like I said, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of charms. So she's making out like a bandit. Sweets. Lollipops. She makes earrings out of these, and they are so stinking cute on her. She makes earrings out of these too. These are drinks with fruity bits in it. And gummy bears. And she can make stitch markers out of all of these. I really like the gummy bears. The gummy bears are cute earrings, but they're really cute stitch markers. And some of you already know that because you bought some from her. And if you don't know, my daughter's Etsy shop is always linked in the description box below. She is Rainbow Bee Beads on Etsy. So there's lots of fun stuff in here. Lots and lots of fun stuff. She's going to really like that. I'm actually going to transfer these. Well, I'll just give them to her. I was going to say, because I don't want her taking my cauldron. I really like the cauldron. Wow, it got really, my hair made the video go really bright, huh? Thank you so much for these. I don't know if there was a note in here with this one. Probably in the car. I don't want to just call you RE, but thank you for these. It's Randy. I'm so stupid. It's Randy. North Carolina. Randy. Randy, you can't confuse me like that. You know what's stupid is I knew she was sending something. She told me, and I'm like, who is RE? I don't know who that. It's Randy. It's Randy. So thank you. I love those. Now this is gonna segue to what we've been working on, because, and actually Mr. Cinnamon's in the other room making something out of resin right now. He's having a fun time. We got resin on clearance for 75% off for 2 big jugs of the part A, part B resin at Joann's when Joann's was going out of business. And it's been in there, since like, I don't know, March, something like that. Like, it's been in there a long time, and nobody has used it because like everything that's been going on in our world. So the past couple weeks, Mr. Cinnamon started noticing me watching Ben Works. Because usually he's asleep, I'm up watching TV by myself. He gets up at 5 in the morning, so it makes sense, right? Anyway, he started asking questions about Ben Works. He's worked with resin before. He's made me some really cool things. Like, I have a wooden plaque over here on the shelf that he made me when I hit, I think, 25,000 subscribers. And he also made me a really cool plaque when I hit, I think it was 40,000 subscribers. And it's completely just see-through resin. And it's like this thick, and it's like huge. He never gave it to me though, because he kind of fogged it a little bit by trying to smooth it out, and he never fixed it all the way, so he never officially gave it to me, but he did make it for me. So he started watching Ben's Works with me. Ben Works, the Maker channel, is what I mostly watch, because that's where they're putting out most of their content now. And we were talking, and I was talking to him about it because I'm really I've learned so much. I've never touched resin in my life, but I've learned so much from watching them because it's fascinating to me. And I specifically have wanted one of his frogs from the Ben Works and Ben and Nicole make on their Maker channel. I love their frogs. Their frogs are out of my price range currently because, you know, life is lifing right now. And on top of that, the price of shipping and the price of the new tariffs that have been put into effect, there's no way I can afford a frog from Ben and Nicole as much as I would love one, because their frogs are so stinking cute. They make skulls, they make frogs, they make axolotls, they make like lizards, they make dragons, because dragon is like their theme. And like it's their mascot, I think it's Elliot the dragon. They have all these cool things, and I really like frogs. Like, I find frogs in the backyard and I go play with them because frogs are so stinking cute. We found a frog the other day who was only about this big. He was real tiny. He was in the backyard, and he had 2 like metallic gold stripes down his back, and it was like someone dripped copper on him. It was so pretty. And I picked him up and I was like, I made sure he was okay because the dogs found him first. And I needed to move him out of the backyard because my dogs like to lick frogs. Kid you not. Bentley and Ponyo specifically will follow behind the frog and try to lick it. And they won't leave the poor frog alone. And I don't want the frog to get hurt on accident because my dogs, you know, they're a little rough and it's a frog. So I will go pick up the frogs and I will move them out of the backyard. And so I picked up the cute little frog. And that happens probably once a year. I find a frog somewhere in the yard. There are frogs all around me. Our neighborhood has like a pond system that runs through it. So we have a couple of ponds that's like connected by creeks that actually attaches into our gutter system. So like there's a lot of frogs around my house. In our neighborhood specifically, we have a neighborhood that also has ponds in it, and then there's a wooded area that has a pretty big pond in it. And so there's like you can hear the frogs real loud at night, and I'm here for it. I love it. Okay, I like frogs. So Mr. Cinnamon ordered a frog resin mold, a turtle resin mold, the Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Say No Evil dragons. It's a set of 3. They're so cute. And he ordered a couple other, and then he got a couple of silicone molds at Dollar Tree, which I didn't know they had. He didn't know they had. And so last night he's all, you want to play with this? And I was like, I mean, yeah, yesterday was a rough day. It was a rough day for me. I had a real bad day yesterday. And so I'm like, I would love to sit and end my evening by crafting with my husband. Like, that just sounds idyllic to me. It really did. And so he's all, what do you want to make? I was like, I want to make the frog. And he bought mica powder that's like color shifting. He bought, and he got it all on Amazon. Like a lot of the supplies we got on Amazon. The molds came from Amazon. The color, to dye the resin came off of Amazon. The mica powders came off of Amazon. And we got some of the like stirring supplies and measuring cups from Dollar Tree. And somebody's asking me about an order. They want to order something for, I don't do orders, ma'am. All right, so anyway, and he does fluoresce. All the dyes in the box, it's a liquid colorant. The hot pink one is the only one that fluoresces under a black light. And my black light's in the other room with Mr. Cinnamon, but my frog is fluorescent. He fluoresces, and he's got like an opalescent sheen on his skin. He is not perfect, but I have a frog and I made him myself. We had a little bit of blue left over, and I was lifting the, I know this is an amateur mistake, and I knew I shouldn't have did it, and I did it anyway. I picked up the mold to make sure there was no, because you fill it this way, I was making sure there's no bubbles trapped in his head. And when I did that, I poured resin on myself. And he wasn't quite full enough, but Mr. Cinnamon had a little bit of blue left over in his from what I'm about to show you he made. And so I just poured it, so she's got a little bit of purple on her legs, which is perfectly fine because we like purple, right? This is my, I'm going to turn my light down. She's iridescent. She's super hot pink, and she's looking pastel on camera. She is hot pink. She fluoresces. She glows under black light. This is my little frog. And I think she's so stinking cute. She's still a little soft because it's not been 24 hours, so her feet are bendable, moldable, so I have to be careful. She's set, but she's not cured. Which, I mean, I can say the same thing about myself. Gotta tell you though, the silicone mold and the texture of her skin feels a little bit like a man body part. I was rubbing that, I was like, that feels a little weird. Use your imagination, people. But I'm so proud of her, and I have my very own frog that I made. I didn't make her by myself because I absolutely had help from my husband because I didn't mix the resin, and I didn't do all that. I'm a crafter, but I'm a different kind of crafter, and I really, really love her, and I'm so happy with her. And I love that she's kind of like iridescent on her back. And I just, the fact that she fluoresces and it's the only dye in the whole box that fluoresced makes me super, super happy. And I used a lot of my knowledge that I learned from Ben and Nicole on Ben Works Maker channel in making sure that she was perfect or close to perfect. She's not perfect because we got bubbles. We did. There's bubbles on her underside. Her underside's a little rough. She's a little bit sharp. I had a little bit of spillage when I poured it on myself. Mr. Cinnamon tried to take care of the bubbles and it was already setting, so we got a little burn scorchy mark. But just like I say here on the channel, there is no perfection in nature, so our crafts don't have to be perfect. And I still love her and I'm really, really proud of her. And yeah, and that's my frog. Now I'm going to show you what Mr. Cinnamon made. And I'm going to say he made it for me because I really like turtles also. And the reason he got the turtle and the frog mold is because he asked me what molds I wanted to get, and I told him I wanted the frog or the turtle, and he got both. They came in a set together. So this is our turtle. This is Mr. Cinnamon's turtle. He picked his favorite color is blue. He used the mica powder to get, and it's slightly color shifting, but it's like blue to green, and it's not really. It's pretty either way. Is iridescent green. I love the way this turned out. His head's got a little bit of the green on it. He did the green here and he did a blue on the outside. So it looks like he just missed it with the mica powder. He didn't. He did. That was intentional. And I love the way it turned out. I think it's so beautiful and unique. And again, not perfect. We had some bubbling happening specifically on the underside of his shell. We overmixed the resin. We learned that today. He's not perfect, but if he's sitting on my shelf, ain't nobody gonna notice that he's not perfect. Isn't he so cute? I just love him so much. So Mr. Cinnamon made that. So we have the frog and the turtle made out of resin, and he's in there right now making a little jewelry box. So we had a little bit of craft time. We had a little bit of Happy Meal time. What are you guys working on? Have you ever worked with resin? And have you ever heard of Ben Works channel? Because if you have not, you need to go check them out. They're funny. I will link Ben Works main channel. He does more on that channel. It's him. It's not as talking. It's kind of him. He makes stuff with resin and wood, and he makes just beautiful things. He makes dragon eggs, and he makes dragon notebooks, and he makes, I mean, just beautiful works of art, like lamps and like vases. And he has one of those spinning machines where you like, I don't remember what it's called, a lathe, where you like, you carve out the pieces on the spinny thing. I found Ben Works channel in the middle of the night when I was having real bad insomnia. And I found his videos comforting because they were quiet, they were calming. There's something soothing about watching the wood spin or whatever he's putting on the lathe and watching him carve and the things shooting out away from the lathe. There's just something that has been so relaxing and soothing to me. But then I discovered they had a maker channel, and it's more vlog style, and it's them in their workshop, and it's them just enjoying their craft and each other's company. And I'm sure, okay, I've worked with my husband, I'm sure they bicker behind the scenes and they get on each other's nerves. I know that probably happens. But there's been a lot of things with Ben Works channel that I kind of related to. So their daughter Courtney has mental health issues, and she took an attempt. That's personal to me because if you know my history, you know my history. And I have very openly spoke about mental health on the channel, specifically a lot in the past year, because I've struggled with mental health issues my entire life. I am a recovering cutter. I have tried to hurt myself more than once in my life, and I openly talk about my mental health issues because I don't want there to be another person out there who might be struggling and feel alone. And so when they talked about their daughter, that they found her and she was almost gone, and how scary that was. I have a daughter who's just a little bit younger than their daughter. I can't imagine And also with my own personal history, it is so important about these things. It is so important to talk about them and have them normalize that there are people out there that are struggling and hurting, and they're doing it in silence. Speak up. Speak up. Somebody cares about you. I care about you. So there's that. Also, Nicole is a type 1 diabetic, and Ben recently got diagnosed within the past year or two, just like I have been recently diagnosed within the past 2 years with type 2 diabetes because of our own lifestyle choices that we made. And we screwed up, and you got to work to like fix it and stay healthy, and it's hard. And I just really like that they openly talk about those things, because they're things that I suffer with, or I dealt with, or I have experience with. And I love more than anything that they laugh and they enjoy each other's company, and that is so important in a marriage. And there's this one episode, and I was telling Mr. Cinnamon about it because it made me laugh. It was in the middle of the night, and Ben is usually behind the camera. He's a burly man. he's got a little bit of weight to him, which I appreciate the chunky people, because I mean, I'm a big girl myself, and although he's drastically smaller than me, but I just appreciate, I love a good chunky guy, okay? I love a fat dude. There's something about it. Anyway, he was talking to Nicole, and he asked her, and he's holding the camera like this, facing, you can't see him at all, and he asked her if she'd ever seen a white-eared elephant. And she looked up, she's like, what? No? And he points the camera down in his pocket and pulls out one of his pockets. I laughed so hard. So Mr. Cinnamon was standing at the stove yesterday, and I said, hey, come here for a second. He's on what? And I'm sitting down, so I'm like with his belly button, right? And I looked at him, I said, have you ever seen a white-eared elephant? And he goes, no. And I reached in his pockets and I pulled his pockets out. It was hilarious. He looked at me, he's like, you're stupid. He walked away. But we don't say that as an insult in our family. Like, when we say you're stupid, that means that was hilarious, but it was ridiculous. It's like, it's code. It's not an insult in the house. Like, you're stupid means that was funny. And so, I don't know. I just really like Ben. And he has inspired me to want to make my cute little frog, which I think I'm going to name Nicole, because I adore Nicole. I think she's the sweetest thing in the whole world, and if she wasn't in Australia, we'd be best friends. I'm convinced of it. We would get into so much trouble because I would sit there and crochet or knit while she was doing her little coloring things with her. She's the color master on the channel, so she mixes colors, and she's like pours the colors together and makes these beautiful, she's so talented. She's so talented with her eye for the art of it. And I'm not saying Ben's not, but like, I really like her color choices. I like the way she sees things or whatever. So maybe this will be Ben and Nicole. Cute. So anyway, that is it for today. I just wanted to come on and share that. I can hear him lighten, so that means he's already poured his thing and he's trying to pop the bubbles on top. He's watching his little jewelry box that he's making, and I will, if it turns out and he likes it enough, and he lets me show it, I will show you the jewelry box when that's done here on the channel, probably on Monday Makes videos. But it felt really good to craft something without the pressure of needing to craft it, because right now, like, the crochet thing is, because it's work or because I have deadlines or because I'm making something for a concert that's coming up, like, it's very much putting extra pressure on me right now. So I'm like, I'm gonna just make some resin stuff with my husband today, and then we're gonna go about our business now. We'll get back to business as usual, maybe tomorrow or maybe tonight when I'm sitting and there's nothing else to do. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.